The aim of this video clip is to summarize some of the skills we have been introducing in the first week or two of the year. The main skills here are the skills of close reading and analysis. The aim of this particular unit is to prepare you for more than one assessment, to prepare you for 2 of your exam papers and possibly for a personal project. We mentioned what exam paper you will face at the end of the year. You will face 3 texts. One is a poem, prose fiction and prose non-fiction, and you've got questions on each text separately, and you must answer every question. When you look closely at the achievement standard you'll be assessed against, read the words very carefully. Look at achievement, analyse significant aspects. Then look at merit, convincingly. Look at excellence, perceptively. These words in the achievement standard describe the quality of your work so you know what you need to do. When you look at the ENs, the explanatory notes, you can see in even more detail what your work needs to do. For achieved, you must make developed interpretations. For merit, you must make reasoned and clear interpretations. And for excellence, you must be insightful and or original. So that tells you how you need to go about writing your answers. So the golden rules for analysing your text: attack the question, quote the best example, and then analyse that example. You analyse it by explaining it clearly and unpacking it in more detail. Then we looked at, well, what do you mean unpacking? How do you unpack quotations? Here's what you do. State what language feature you have identified, explain it, and explain why it's effective. What sort of words can you use? Here's a list of words that you could use to analyse effectiveness. It's effective because it implies. It's effective because it suggests. It's effective because it connotes. We looked at the poem Assembly, and we analysed one language feature. We used the formula. It is a simile. It means blah blah blah, and it is effective because blah blah blah. You sometimes need a little help with thinking, what is it that makes it effective? So here's how you can also analyze effectiveness. Ask yourself, why did the author choose that particular phrasing? Why in the assembly poem does the author use the grin of the fox? Well, why not a different animal? Why not the grin of a chicken? Well, the answer is easy, because a fox is cunning and sneaky and a chicken isn't. So maybe you want to pause this, think about this, and then have another go at the assembly poem. Here's an example of what you might write. Grin of the fox is a metaphor. It means that the students are behaving mischievously, grinning at each other in assembly. It's effective because a fox has connotations of cunning and sneakiness. It emphasizes that the students are sneakily sharing a joke rather than paying attention in assembly. Now these are in 3 different colors, so you can see that this answer has a very clear 3-part structure. Name the language feature, state what it means, state why it's effective. Perfect match, the article about tennis. This is what we did in class. You picked out some language features on your own. You can see how you're becoming more independent at this, and you're analyzing their effectiveness. Here's an example. You might wish to pause this and read it rather than have my voiceover read it to you. So here's an example of what it might look like when you use that structure, the language feature. It means it's effective because. And of course, when you write it out, you don't do it in different colors. It looks like that. Now that's a very good piece of analysis that might get you to achieved. Our next step is, how can we get beyond achieved? How can we say more? How can we be reasoned and clear? How can we be developed in our answers? So just by glancing at this, you'll see the word moreover is written in red. So there's a really good connecting word that you can use to extend your answer. The first part of this paragraph is the same paragraph on the previous slide, and the moreover extends it. And of course, when you write your own version, you won't colour the word moreover in red. So now you're ready to do task 2 on your handout.